Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kilene.
On this, our season closer of the episode, guess what we're talking about?
The big finale.
The big finale.
What are we talking about?
Natural disasters and how to rely on your referral network.
Oh my God, I can only imagine people scooting to the edge of their seat for this one.
Super excited.
I know. Okay, good. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Real Estate Referrals, Network to Net Worth, a podcast for real estate agents across the country who are looking to build a profitable referral network and expand their businesses nationwide. My name is Kelly Heldreth.
And I'm Kylene Shelley, and we are the KKG, the fastest growing real estate team in the state of Florida.
Let's go, Florida. What's left of Florida?
I know. That's kind of a really great segment because, as you guys have all noticed, we haven't been recording as much as we had in the past.
We've had a couple.
We've been dealing with some stuff.
We've had floods. We've had big, what is it? The number three coming through.
Yeah, we had 2 hurricanes within 2.5 weeks come through our area, and it definitely stops everything. For people who don't live in a disaster area or an area that's prone to these types of storms, Kelly, why don't you give them a little bit of like insight of like what does it look like before, during, and after something like this?
I was actually just talking about this yesterday. So the news hits, hurricanes coming, everybody's on alert 4 to 5 days prior.
Yeah.
The day of the hurricane, ours happened to hit at night. So all day, everybody's just kind of final preparations. Everybody's just batting down the hatches, double check all of the wood that you might have put up on your windows, double checking everything. And then you're hanging out and you're snacking.
Yeah, a lot of snacking.
A lot of snacking. This has been like a 9-pound storm sequence for me.
God.
And then, so then you're sitting around, you're waiting for the hurricane to hit. Which it's caused a lot of anxiety. Mm-hmm. Your kids start to they're looking at you like, is dad scared? And I'm like, if I'm scared, then you could be scared. But until then, nobody's scared.
Mm-hmm. And inside you're going, oh, God.
Inside I'm like, holy crap, this thing, like, should I have evacuated? Mm-hmm. You start to kind of beat yourself up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So you wait for it to hit, then it hits, then you've lived through it, which is great. Those lucky enough to have lived through it, great. Minor damage at my house, a huge mess. But then after the anxiety building up, the full day of anxiety while it's happening, and then the cleanup was like 4 days.
Yeah.
For me and my family and our neighbors and my brother-in-law, and it's just like, so it's anxiety, wait, clean up, and it's just like
exhaustion.
It's exhausting. And you and I have both been saying all week, like, God, I just feel like I'm dragging.
Yeah.
Beat.
I was saying to somebody, like, you almost feel like we lost an entire month. Like October kind of just disappeared because after the storm was over, there is that relief. And then we all go into cleanup mode. And then our phones rang nonstop for like 3 days after the storm.
It was unrelenting.
And it was great because that's what we want. Like when we talk about, when people think about your home, you want them to think of you. That's exactly what happened in this situation. Our phones were ringing of like, who's a great roofer? Who's a great
screens,
flood,
tree
removal, mold removal, because
electricians.
A lot of people had water enter their home. I mean, we still have areas of the town that are still underwater. Like there's roads that we can't even use still because they're underwater. So there's a lot of all of that emotion that went into it. So we were really talking about how important it was for us to have a solid referral base in our backyard, which we've talked about many, many times on this. The other part of it is because we've had 2 storms that came through back to back, there are people that are like, I'm done.
I'm scooting out of Florida.
I'm over this.
I came here when I didn't have to wear a mask, and now I'm freaking out and I'm leaving.
And as they should. I mean, like people on the coast, they got flooded twice. Mm-hmm. Like there are some homes that they had just gotten
They just cleaned it out. They just got all the sand out of it, and they got hit again.
Ridiculous.
Terrible.
So we have been fielding those phone calls.
Yes.
So our local referral network became humongous, and God love them. I think we talked to a couple of our roofers, and they were like, we are fielding 600 repairs that are needed and new roofs.
One that's got
600.
The importance of a local referral network. First of all, if you are a listener and you're out of state, there's a very good chance we are going to have somebody that wants to leave Florida and we want to send them to you. So where should they go to get signed up for that real quick?
Our website, so thekkg.com, and there's a tab in there called referrals, and there's a form that you can fill out to get part of our referral network. And yes, please contact us, because we are seeing more and more people that are like, where can I go?
gotta
And
get out of
they're
here.
going to like obscure places.
Right,
So
so-
it's not like they're going to major metropolitan hubs. They're going to like, we want land, we want cheaper home prices, we want places where our insurance is not
Right.
through the roof.
And we want no more hurricanes.
Yeah.
So again, go there, because we are going to have an influx of people that want to get out of Florida, and we want to tap into our referral network, people that we know, like, and trust, that we've talked to, that we can send them confidently, that they can get you, that so you can get them taken care of.
Yes.
Second thing, you and I spoke about this, the importance of having a local referral network built in. Quick example. On the day after the hurricane, I walked out of my house and my roofer was in my front yard, which blew my mind, because he came out and when he replaced my roof, he had to replace my chimney as well. And he's like, "Oh, I was driving by and I just wanted to come by and check on you."
That's awesome.
That's the kind of referral network that is really, really important when push comes to shove. I send him business all the time because he does a great job. His
Yeah.
pricing is great, all the things. But that's the kind of referral network that we as agents, to be that go-to, like you had mentioned before, like our phone started ringing. This is exactly why our phone started ringing, because we have these people that we have relationships with, that we've put a lot of time and effort to help them. They've helped us. And to lean on them it's priceless.
Well, and I think there's a difference between building out a referral network that you have relationships with and just building out a list of local.
At Angie's List, anybody can go to Angie's
Anybody
List.
can do an Angie's List, but
Right.
these are definitely people that we've done business with, we have relationships with, we trust. There were many times where people had called and said, "Hey, I left a message for this person, this person, this person." I don't even know if they got my message, because I'm sure they're getting 1,000 phone calls. Like, the ability to be able to call up these people and say, "Hey, we know you're crazy busy. We just want to confirm, did you get this person into your
Yeah, did you?
voice? Did you get a message
Yeah.
from them?" And we were very clear with everyone, like, be patient. Like,
Yeah, show some grace.
right. Like, I think the best example that I had for it was there was a lot of people out of power for a long period of time, like up to a week. I think the longest I heard about was like 10 days that they were out of power. And the grace that was shown to these linemen that were in our area working, I mean, they came from all over the place, and just everybody was so understanding. Like, we get it. We're without power. We just had a major hurricane come through. And though it was annoying and frustrating when other people were getting power and you weren't, there was still that grace given. And like, the same grace needed to be given to our local vendors who now are running rampant. I mean, I was just sitting at a closing table with a remediation guy, and his phone rang nonstop while we were sitting there. I mean, like, this is just a crazy time. There's a lot of damage. There's a lot of destruction that's just going to take time to rebuild and get us back to where we were a month ago.
Prior, right. So again, guys, if you haven't built out, if you're an agent and you don't have a really deep bench of people that you can immediately pull up on your phone, that know you, like you, and trust you, that will respond to you to go help your people, you need to build it out. It's just as important, if not even more important, than having a referral network of other agents. Start at home, get those people so they can take care of you, and you're going to take care of them by sending them tons of business.
And I think the final thing that I was going to address with you was, what?
You're going to address, am I in trouble? You're going to address this with me?
No. Talk
Are
with
sitting
you
me
about,
down?
Mr. Kelly, you are in trouble.
You're in trouble.
The thing I think is really important is, as agents, what do we do in a time like this? Because yes, this is a hurricane and this is a major thing, but other areas of the country, there's flooding, there could be tornadoes, there are earthquakes, there's other natural disasters that happen, fires that happen across, mountainous regions. Like, what do we do as agents during these times of natural disasters that really help get us to that next level with our clients.
So what you and I have been doing, we were just calling our people that we've worked with in the past, that we've sold houses to. Hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? It's a great touch, but really, are you okay? And do you need anything? Because I have a deep bench of people that know me, like me, and trust me. I might be able to fill a hole. If you couldn't get a screen guy out there, maybe my screen guy is going to drive by there on the way home. Maybe he wouldn't mind stopping by. Like, what do you need?
Well, and I think I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day, because there's just different levels that how people react to this, right? Like, there were people that were out giving whatever they could give. I mean, like, once our power came back on, we were like, who needs our gas? Like, you never lost power, but you were like, hey, I have this extra generator. Who needs a generator? Like, it shows who you are. There were other people who turned into hermits, and they were like, okay, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm going to just kind of stay over here in my corner and just handle my family's things, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that if that's how you react to it.
Right.
But as agents, we are almost public servants. Like, there's a duty there to make sure that people around you are good, safe, secure. Call your people, make sure that they have what they need, and offer that solution if they don't.
Right.
It may not be something that you can personally do. Like, I can't go out and write a check to every single person that lost something, but I can definitely connect them to the right people to make that happen.
And if I get the oddball request where I don't know, that's a challenge for me. I'm going to dig in. I'm going to find them somebody. I'm going to go to all of the people that are already in my network. Hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. Who do you know? Because chances are really good those guys in the trades are going to know that oddball thing that my customer from 6 years ago said, I could really use help with this.
Yeah, I think one of the weird ones that I came across was like soffit repair. And I didn't have a soffit repair person, but I was able to reach out to a couple of our roofing companies and say, like, hey, if you ever have a soffit repair, is that something that you guys do yourself, or is it something that you refer out? And if you do refer it out, who do you refer it to? So just being that connector is huge.
And it turns out that our gutter guy now does soffit and fascia.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So
all the things we learned during this natural disaster.
Exactly. So again, guys, lean on your home base referral network, build it out, make sure that you know them, like them, trust them, send them business, and they're gonna go out of their way for you time and time again.
Yeah, and just know that, like, this is the time to build it out, not in the middle of an emergency. And
Right.
every area of the country will have different emergencies at different times.
Every good agent, they're going to be a go-to person. They're going to have a pocket full of really good people in their phone. So just love on those people, because I hate to say it, but the disaster might be coming your way next. So just be ready.
Yep, absolutely. And then, lean on us. We want to build out this referral network. We definitely have people moving out, but there's still people moving in. And there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of the situation and knowing that they're going to be able to get homes for a discounted rate.
We're going to have lots of great houses that have been recently fixed that need to be sold.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'd love to help put your people in those houses. So Kilene, this is our last podcast of the season.
I know, I'm a little sad.
Are you sad?
I mean, we're going to take a little bit of break over the holiday season.
Right.
I know people are going to miss hearing us.
I know. We like to think that, don't we?
I mean, that's what I think you're all saying.
But it's been fun. It's been a great 2024. It's definitely been a challenging one. It's like running in quicksand.
Yeah.
2025 is going to be a great year. I hope that everybody listening is ready to have a great year. And from the bottom of our hearts, my heart, I'm sure your heart too, we really appreciate you guys listening in. And we really hope that you pulled at least one nugget that you found useful.
We love little nuggets.
Nuggets are good.
They're the greatest.
All right. So Kilene, again, if you wouldn't mind, share where people should go if they want to send their people here.
Yep. You're going to head over to our website, www.thekkg.com. There is a tab in there called Referrals. Click on it and fill out that form, and we will get your information, and you will hear from us.
Yes.
More than you probably want to, but all good things.
But again, we got lots of people leaving Florida, so
Yeah.
you could tolerate us for a minute or two.
Yeah. We love to give referrals. So we want to make sure that we have a deep bench of agents to refer those people out to.
Absolutely. All right, guys. We'll talk to you in 2025. Have a great year. Have a great holiday.
That's right. Have a great one. Great job, Kel.
Hey, you're good at this.
You should do
We
this
should
more
do this
often.
next year, too.
We should.
I'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.